back again sooner than I expected. I have a message right now for the chosen. I want you to know if you've been experiencing spiritual warfare, I want you to know that the enemy is trying to play with your mind. The enemy is trying to play with your, trying to annoy you and take your attention. See, trying to send monitoring spirits, trying to send people to disturb your peace, disturb you from getting your work done, your job done. The enemy is sending their his pawns to disturb you when you're supposed to be getting your rest, when you're supposed to be meditating, when you're supposed to be praying. You see, the enemy starts to go up on the spiritual warfare, go up on the spiritual attacks, go up on the attacks in your dream state. Okay, go up on the spiritual warfare and attacks out in the everyday world when when the enemy senses, okay, that the Most High is moving and working in your life. The Most High is moving and working in your life, chosen. This is a message. Keep your faith. Okay, keep praying. Get up and clean your house if you need to clean your house. Make sure you're clean. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're praying. Make sure that your spiritual protection and your spiritual armor, okay, for your energy, for your body, for your mind, and for your soul is on point, okay? Because the enemy knows that the Most High is bringing a major blessing into your life, okay, to elevate you, to level you up, to prepare. I'm hearing a table for you in the presence of your enemies, in the presence of those individuals, family members, people that just hate you without a cause. See, the Most High is going to use you to show the enemy that you are the chosen, and that touch my not my anointed is what the Most High says about his chosen. See, when the enemy uses these pawns, these low vibrational pawns, to work up against you, to attack you in the spirit, to try to attack you in the spirit, to, because your spiritual team and the Most High is protecting us everywhere that we go, all day long, every day. But it's certain things that slip through just to let us know what our spiritual eye, just for the Most High and our spiritual team to allow us to see, okay, to see what is going on, to see the spiritual warfare that is happening, to see what the enemy is doing. It's the little things, it's the little details, okay? To know, for example, that the Most High is coming to bring something to your life. And I'm hearing that preparation meets opportunity. You need to continue to pray. You need to continue to fast. That's specific for somebody. You need to continue to wash yourself, to clean yourself, to take your spiritual baths, to clean your home. Okay, ammonia is really good for keeping away evil spirits. Okay, on top of your other cleaning products, you can let your house or wherever you live air out a little bit, and then go in with the ammonia. Okay, but cleanliness is the most important thing right now, especially in your home when you are dealing with spiritual warfare. Okay, you need to get that energy up out of your home, get that stagnant energy up out of your home, because when you have that stagnant energy in your home, when you have that negativity maybe in your home, when you have things that need to be cleaned and tidied up in your home, see, the enemy uses that as a doorway to get in, is what was just revealed to me. Okay, the enemy waits until you get a little sick, you don't feel good. See, the enemy knows, okay, when the Most High is coming to bring you a blessing, when the Most High has something that you've been praying for and being patient for and steadily working towards, okay, and the Most High is ready to bring it to you, the enemy then starts to go in overdrive. You start seeing people that are going out of their way to pick with you, to fight with you, to argue with you. That's how you know that the enemy knows, okay, that the Most High is bringing you a blessing, okay? And so we got to keep ourselves clean, okay? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, we got to keep our spaces clean. And we also have to stay away from low frequency people, okay? We have to stay away from low frequency people. I don't know who is this person in gonna, oh God, Mr. Kid, low frequency person, we're gonna ignore you. But just like that, we gotta stay away from low frequency people. See, you know it's for real when a bot comes in here, a energy vampire comes in here because he don't want the message to get out to somebody. This is a message specifically for somebody. Somebody specifically, you need to take a spiritual shower and you need to take a spiritual bath. Okay, if you don't know how to do it, go and research it and look it up. It is very easy to do. It's different spiritual baths for different things, but for somebody else, you need some sage. Okay, you need to sage your home. You need to burn that sage, and as you're burning that sage and you're going counterclockwise and getting up in the corners and all through the doorways and the mirrors and the corners of your home, you're saying prayers. Okay, and you're casting those negative energies out. You have to stay on top of your spiritual protection. Okay, and especially when you are going through spiritual warfare. Again, if you're not feeling your best, if you're feeling a little sick, if you're not feeling yourself, you feel like, something is going on. You're like, what's happening? I feel like, okay, you're being spiritually attacked by the enemy. You already know that, but you're protected, because you're a chosen one. We are, and because our angels and our teams don't play about us. Mr. Kid, get up out of here. You're a clown. You should be at work. What are you even on here for? You are you're garbage, okay? We're going to time you out because you actually are absolutely disgusting. Okay? So 24 hours for you, darling. Okay. So we're going to get back to the point. You see, it's always negative entities that come in when the truth is coming out that can help somebody. That's confirmation for somebody in itself and for me because I already know how it goes. All right. Somebody needs to get some sage, specifically white sage and dragon's blood sage, because when you're dealing with heavy spiritual warfare, that dragon's blood sage will burn it out. Saging yourself, saging your home, saging your car. Okay, it's very, very important. All right, filling your car. So because it's so much energy and negativity that is all that people are riding around with. People at your job, your neighbors. You have to stay spiritually protected. Also with wearing sacred symbols. Okay, talismans, different stones, carrying them on you, cleansing them. Okay, praying, whatever you pray to, but this is just added spiritual protection. All right. But the Most High definitely wanted me to let somebody know that, hey, your breakthrough is coming. Your breakthrough is coming. You may have given up on it. You may feel like it is not coming fast enough or it's never coming. But I want you to know that the enemy, okay, is trying to test you and get you out of character. The enemy is trying to snatch you out of character and make you fumble. Okay. See, the enemy comes in when you got something. The enemy comes in because the enemy knows your potential. The enemy makes you a target because the enemy sees the favor over your life, and the enemy sees the Most High loves you, okay, and that you have great things to do in this life. That's why the enemy chooses you to be a target in the first place. That's why the enemy chooses pawns to be energy vampires and monitoring spirits to try to siphon your energy, to try to take and grab your attention so that your attention is taken off of what it really needs to be on. I've experienced this recently, so I'm speaking from truth. I'm speaking from experience. See, the enemy doesn't care about other low vibrational people, other, ordinary people that don't have a purpose, that's just basically falling through life. Don't no direction, no nothing. The enemy don't see them as a threat. See, the enemy messes with people that have anointings, people that are meant to do great things in this world, people who are meant to help other people who are meant to show people the way. See, that is what comes with really being a chosen one, with really being a true spiritual teacher. It comes with so much. You know what I'm saying? Just me being here, right now speaking to you is a miracle, because the enemy tried to take me out, many times, more than I even know and more than I can even count, because the one thing the enemy fears is an individual that has the favor of the Most High, that is speaking the truth and trying to elevate people, trying to save people's souls, okay? Trying to teach them how to elevate spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and how to elevate, to their higher self and their higher being. See, this is the stuff that the enemy don't want you to know. This is the stuff that they try to keep from your ears, because the more you know, the more enlightened you are. 10:10 on the clock. The more you know, the more enlightened you are. The more you know what the enemy is doing, the better you could prepare. The better you could fight against the enemy. The better you could protect against the enemy. See, when you know the enemy is there, and you know the angles that that the enemy is going to try to come in, see, you're prepared. You're not caught off guard. Even if you feel like you're caught off guard a little bit, you're not, because you knew that the enemy was going to send somebody to throw you off, to shake up the message. See, confirmation. I just heard a loud banging outside of my door just now. I think it's the cleaning crew. They come early, and it's a big giant little thing that they walk around with, where I live, and that was just confirmation. You see, it be the little things. It be the, loud noises or sirens or something in the middle of the night, breaking your sleep, waking you up so you're tired during the day. See, that's how the enemy moves. It's little by little. It's little by little. Your neighbor running around, stomping all over your head, okay? The dog, your neighbor's dog running around, jumping off the couch, jumping off the bed, all hours of the night and all hours of the evening, etc., etc. See, that's how the enemy moves. It's subtle, but it's not a coincidence, because once you have your spiritual eye open, once you are connected to the Most High, once you are connected with your spiritual team, you start to see the spiritual play. You start to see the spiritual setup. You start to see the spiritual warfare. You start to see the patterns in certain behaviors, and you start to see that it's not by chance. It's the enemy using different low frequency vessels, body bags, low frequency beings, okay, that are shells of themselves that may be around you. It may be your neighbors. It may be your family members. It may be your coworkers. See, the enemy don't care who they use to get to you, to try to throw you off, to try to harm you, to try to get you fired from your job. You see, the enemy will use anybody. And that's why they say you got to be careful the company that you keep, okay, in your intimate circle, because I'm hearing that in the spirit, because you could be telling your enemy everything that they need to know to destroy you, because you don't know that this person is your enemy. See, I've been there before. I've also been in a situation where it was a coworker that absolutely just was the devil himself. And I'm like, hey, I just want to come to work, do my job, and go home. I don't want to fake be friends. I don't want to talk about my weekend. I'm not trying to be mean and nasty to you. 13 on the clock. But I just want to make my money. I want to do my job, and I want to leave. This is work for me. We could be cordial. I could talk to you about, every now and then about, surface level things, but I don't want to get too deep, because this is where I work. See, some people, the enemy uses some people that are at your job. See, the enemy could come through anybody, especially your management. If you're not a manager, your manager, okay? Your general manager, your coworker. See, if they'll start asking you personal questions, wanting to know about your life, wanting to know what you're doing, if you're married, who you're dating, where your family live, are you close with them, are you not, why not? See, those are not all questions that you need to be having on the job with nobody. And see, the enemy will try to pressure you and make you feel uncomfortable on the job, because majority of the people are on the job trying to make an honest living, trying to get money to pay bills and pay rent, pay mortgage, all of these daggone bills, to keep accumulating, you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to find ways to pay them. So a lot of people are at jobs, and the enemy will use your coworkers. The enemy will use people coming into your job with disgusting attitudes to try to to try to belittle you or trying to throw your energy off, because that's what the enemy does. So you got to start seeing the spiritual play. You got to start seeing past people's faces, and you got to start looking at their spirit. And developing your spiritual eye will allow you to see people, will allow you to see their energy, their vibrations, their movements, their behaviors. See, anybody can lie to you and tell you one thing out their mouth and smile. But one thing about it, two things for sure, the eyes never lie. The behaviors, the subtle behaviors never lie. Body language never lies. See, you'll be able to see the things that they don't even know that you're able to pick up on. When you are tapped into your discernment and your spiritual eye, and you'll start seeing, you'll say, okay, that's the enemy is using that person to try to mess with me. The enemy is using that person to try to be a monitoring spirit, trying to see what I got going on in my life. The enemy is using this family member for me to tell all of my business, so that all of my business is spread back to family members that I don't even barely talk to, that to people that I barely even know or like that. See, the enemy will use anybody. I've had it done several times. The enemy will use your own family member to drag your name through the mud, to tarnish your reputation, to lie on you. Because the enemy doesn't care who he has to use. That's the thing. Anybody is up for grabs if they are low frequency, if they are vibrating at a low frequency, if they have low frequency spirits attached to them and operating through them. The enemy could use them day and night. They're a pawn. And that's why you can't have everybody around you. You can't be around everybody, especially telling everybody your business. I learned that as well, especially even family. You can't tell the people that you think you can trust certain things. You got to let time reveal to you who this person is. You have to allow time, because time is the greatest revealer. See, people could lie to you and pretend to like you, to get in your face and learn your business and get close to you. But what I found is that a lot of people that really hate other people, they get close to them and they come as a friend. They don't come as an enemy. They don't come as an op. They don't come as a foe. They come as a friend. And then they learn you. They listen to you very closely. They study you. They try to look for a void. They try to fill the void in your life. And next thing you know, you're looking up and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is so amazing, friend, romantic, etc. And next thing you know, this person is totally flipping the script and they're acting like they've hated you the entire time because that was their true character. They were wearing a mask. The enemy will move through people that wear masks, okay, to get to the chosen. This is a spoken word. This is a real word. But I want you to know not to be afraid, because the Most High is going to always put you on game. The Most High is always going to reveal to you what's actually going on, even when you start to fall for, the charades. You get what I'm saying? The trick, the show, the performance. Because some of these daggone devils and people that the devil uses could be very convincing. These spirits that are attached to them and moving through them. A lot of them are very, very old entities. So this ain't their first rodeo. So they know how to be convincing. They know how to lie very well. They know how to lie with a straight face. They know how to remember their lies or finagle their way out of it just so you don't even catch it, barely. You get what I'm saying? So when you are a chosen, when you got to be on your P's and Q's everywhere that you go, with neighbors, co-workers, the grocery store, you will be surprised, okay? The interactions that a lot of the chosens have gone through that were like weird, that were like, Okay, this is a little crazy and just blatant, just people just being demonic. Okay, but I want you to know that the Most High is coming, okay, to bring you something that you've been working on and praying for. And I want you guys to stay positive out there. I want you guys to keep a positive mindset, keep praying, keep up on your spiritual protection and protecting yourself and your home, because I want you to know that the enemy is trying to up the ante. Okay, the enemy is trying to up the ante because they don't want you to get this this gift, okay, that the Most High is coming to give to the chosen for your hard work, for your dedication, for you believing, for you keeping the faith. Okay, but it ain't gonna work. Chosen ones, this is the Most High, this is me coming to you and giving you this message from the Most High, allowing you to be up on game. When these evil devils try to get under your skin and get you to respond, don't even respond to them. Don't give them what they want. Don't give them what they want. Starve them, is what I'm hearing in the spirit. Starve them. In your head, you're thinking, "Oh, I already know this was coming. I already was warned. I already see the play." So you're gonna grow in your discernment. Okay, you're gonna grow with your spiritual eyes. See, the levels that you go up, the more that the more that is bestowed upon you, the deeper your gifts get, the more gifts that you unlock. It's literally like a video game, but it's the real game, okay, of life. And it's not nobody playing it on no console. It's the real game of life, okay? You're gonna continue to grow. You guys are gonna continue to prosper. Don't let the enemy get you out of your character. The enemy is being destroyed. The pawns are being destroyed, okay? And I want you to stay with your head held high. Prepare for your blessings to come, and they shall come. I want you all to have a wonderful day. This is another motivational spiritual message for those out there that have been dealing with spiritual warfare. The enemy is being destroyed, is what I'm hearing in the spirit. Keep your head high and keep your faith even higher. Until we meet again, love. Peace.